welcome to my Scrappin' Space. I'm Joni Martin. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator located in Southwest Wisconsin. And I'm here to talk to you about one of the options during celebration. It's called fruit salad, and this paper pack is really fun to play with. Let me show you some options. I'm gonna get my face out of the way and talk about it. So first, if you're not familiar with celebration, every January and February, Stampin' Up says, hey, let's give you something free. So with $60 of product, that's like if you order $60 worth of things, one big thing, lots of little things, and before you hit shipping and tax, it's $60, you can pick from a number of items that are worth $60. And this little catalog, everything in it you can't buy, it's all from Celebration. And if you don't have the mini catalog or the Celebration, just reach out and let me know. So there are a number of items for $60. There's also some items for $120. So let's say you get to $180. You could pick a $60 and a $120, or you could pick three $60s. There's just lots of options for you, and your demonstrator is happy to help you figure that out. So one of the options that I'm going to share with you right now is on page 5, and it's called Fruit Salad. It's a 6x6 paper pack. I'm going to show you the pieces. So, as the name says, it's all fruit. So we have a fruit salad there, we have bananas, and when you look at the back side, some of these prints, some of them, you don't look at this and think, oh, fruit, but it'd be a great background print to use for something. Apples, I always think of teachers. Oranges. I'd like to tell you what that is, but I'm not sure. A close-up of an orange. Pineapple. There are some great colors in here. What I love about this watermelon one is, look, on the other side is the other part of the watermelon. These are papers where you could just cut them in half and show one side and show the other side, like on a split card, or put them together. A lot of them would work great for that. And there we go. And then it has a lot of colors that you may already have in your stash, so they would be easy to work with. It has Coastal Cabana, Daffodil Delight, Early Espresso, Garden Green, Granny Apple Green, Pecan Pie, Petal Pink, Pumpkin Pie, and Real Red. It doesn't say black, but you'll see in the cards I'm using, black works really well with it. So I'm going to show you a technique my friend Liz taught me, and then I'll show you a couple other cards using it too. So one of the things when I started as a Stampin' Up demonstrator was I just loved paper. I wanted to get a really good deal on it. I was doing a ton of scrapbooking, and so I got into it, honestly, for the deal, which is the reason a lot of people get into it. It's a good reason to get into Stampin' Up. But what I wasn't expecting was all the friendships and connections. You know, friendships I've made with customers and friendships I've made with other demonstrators. Seriously, some of these demonstrators have become such good friends, and they are such kind people. And I learned so much from them. And I participated with Liz and Lorraine, another demonstrator, and we did a training event for our teams. And this was a card idea that Liz taught them and taught me. So I have a standard card base and a standard card mat compared, that matches these colors. We're going to set that aside for a minute. I have a white, just a standard white card mat that I've cut 1/8 inch smaller than the card mat. Now I know some of my friends watching hate to cut in eighths, so you could cut it 1/4 inch smaller. And this is the paper I'm going to use. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut this paper to this size. And I'm going to keep in mind that it's going up and down, so I'm going to cut this up and down. So this is 5 1/8, and that's what I'm going to cut this. I'm going to make sure my paper is tight against the paper cutter, and I'm going to cut that. And I make that cut first because I'm going to use this little scrap of paper. I have it. And then this one, this is 3 7/8, so I'm going to cut this 3 7/8. And this is the front of my card. So I have this, and it completely covers the front. See that? Then I'm not attaching it yet. I'm going to take this corner and I'm going to turn it up until I can see what I've stamped here. Then I'm going to grab the bone folder and I'm going to give it a really nice fold. just like that. Now we're going to attach. I'm going to use tape runner because I love using a tape runner. I use Seal Plus, but you could use the multi-purpose glue, whatever you like, but we're going to attach it flat. And I'm being pretty generous because I want it all the way around. And I got a little carried away here, and I have it coming off the edge. Oh, maybe I did better than I thought. If you're using a tape runner and it gets away from you, you can just fold it back, but I actually did better than I thought. Okay, now I'm going to line up this side, the side and top and bottom. And then we're just going to let it drop. I'm going to turn it over, and I did pretty good. I was going to, so right here, can you see I have it kind of coming off the edge? The only people that need to know that it didn't, that maybe your paper exactly wasn't cut, is you. So you're just going to trim it, and the person getting the card will just see the beautiful job you did on the front. There we go. So then this piece, you could attach it flat, but I'm going to grab a dimensional. That's just a little sticky piece of foam. It's going to go down sticky, and then you're going to pop this back. Just think of all the quick, fun papers. So many of the papers we have, you love both sides, and both sides often coordinate, so that works. Now we're going to attach this to the mat. Look what that's doing already when you add that green in there. Wouldn't this be a great card for a teacher? You don't need a special reason. You don't need to wait till Teacher Appreciation Day. Just let that teacher know that you think they're pretty awesome. There we go, and we have our card base. So you get 4 sheets of each print in this stack. So you could do a couple cards like this, use one for your envelope flap, and I bet you guys already know this one I'm going to cut up into it. Just take a 1/2-inch strip and put it across the top when I write my note on the inside. And then this is getting attached here. Now, I tell you I love tape runner, and every once in a while it does this to me. Does that happen to you sometimes? And you think, arg. So it just has an extra piece of paper that we're just going to take this. These pop open so easy. And we're just going to get it out of the way. It just got caught on the corner up there. That's okay. And if there's any extra that we can get rid of here, we'll do that. See this? We're just going to peel that off. And then we're back to where we want to be. And with the Stampin' Up one, there's 2 openings here, and one side has 2 little pegs here. We're just going to drop that back in and put that here. Then I'm going to start it with my thumb until I can feel sticky. I can feel sticky, and then we're going to go here. Honestly, you know when that happens the most often? Because I'm using too heavy a hand. The tape runner just needs a light touch. I don't need to be pushing all the way through. And sometimes I don't pay attention, and that's what happens. And then this is going to go here. Now, this to me felt like a little extra white space, more than I wanted. So I have these. They are called Iridescent Adhesive Back Disc. They're very flat, which I like in an embellishment. And they happen to have Granny Apple Green. So let's grab a couple of those. We're going to put one right here. Oh, look at that green pop in there. There we go. So how easy is this? You could do this with any paper pack. I just felt like the fruit one, because so many sides kind of coordinate with each other, it was meant for that. And I want to show you a couple other cards I did with this. But I think you could do this with every single pack in there, every single paper in this pack. And I'm thinking maybe that's a challenge I'll take on and get them on my blog. So another one I did was this one. I love, looks like both sides of the watermelon. And these 2 sentiments came from Memorable Blooms. I haven't played much with it, but I love the size of the sentiment, and that's why I grabbed it. So that's for there. But this might be my favorite one. As soon as I saw the paper, this was the card I knew I wanted to make. And then when Liz showed us this idea, I'm like, all right, I'm complete. Pears, like anniversary card. So I did have an embellishment that I wanted to use here. So I just fussy cut a pair. Now I know you don't have to do that. You could grab a couple, you could grab a little heart and put it there. And this one came from Perfect Pairs. So if you're looking, if you have choices for celebration, consider the fruit salad paper pack. I think it has a lot to offer. I think it's just a fun pack to use. Let's see if I can get all these cards in here. Maybe, maybe not. There we go. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it more than you know. If you liked what you saw, please share it with your crafty friends. Until next time, take care and keep crafting. It's good for you.